Hey everybody, after you watch this video, you're never going to have to worry about having a leak in your house again. You know, as a plumber, I've installed a lot of smart water monitor system shutoffs, but they've always been big name brand ones and they're pretty spendy. And so people don't always like that. So when I came across this product from Frizzlife, I had to check it out because it's noticeably less expensive than the name brand ones. And I'm going to install this in my home today, and we're going to find out if you guys can trust it in yours. So I'm going to install it and we're going to test it and see. The reason why I decided to put one of these in my own home is not too long ago, I got called by an insurance company to come in and look at some leaks that one of their clients had. And what happened is the client had left on vacation for a week, and one of their stops on the third floor of their house blew off under their sink, and so a half-inch line flooded their home for, we don't know how long, but it was multiple days. And so what happened is it ruined all the floors, all the sheetrock, it had dropped all the ceilings. They literally had hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage in that home, and it could have been prevented if they had had something like this that they could have shut off from their phone. It would made an alert on their phone saying, hey, you got a leak. They could have pushed a button and shut it off. So that's why I decided to put one of these in my house. So I'm going to open it up, show you guys what comes in the package. All right, it comes with a power cord so I can power that thing up, make sure it's connected to my Wi-Fi and everything. This one here, I have a 1-inch water main, and this unit here is made for 1-inch and 3/4-inch mains. It's already firing up for me, so that's good. This thing feels pretty heavy. It feels really well made, so I'm excited about that. As you can see, there's 1-inch threads here that I'll have to get some adapters for. I'm not going to show you guys the full install on this. If you want to see that, there's another video that I will make showing how I installed this. But right now I just wanted to show you guys how it works, and we're going to test it and see if it works. So if you guys have 3/4-inch lines coming into your home, they got some reducers here that you can just screw on and reduce that down to 3/4. Like I say, mine's 1-inch, so I'm gonna get some adapters, put this in, and then we're gonna test it. We're gonna make a leak in my house. We're gonna see if it sends my phone an alert. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, I'm down here in my mechanical room, and I know I told you I wasn't going to show the entire install in this video, but after looking at my water main, I think it's going to be so simple. I'm pretty sure I can show you how to do it in like a minute or two, so I'm going to go ahead and show you now. Okay, so what you're looking at is right here is my water main coming up out of the floor. It comes up to this first tee, and then that line goes over and goes back out of the floor to feed my sprinkling system. If we come up a little bit more, we got my main water shutoff right there. And we come up, and I got 2 lines going right here. All right, so the first line right there, that is my outside tap line. Okay, so then after the outside tap, it comes up, and this line feeds all the fixtures in my house. So I want to be able to put that monitor right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this T, put the monitor in, and then I'm going to rehook this line. I'm going to run it up and put a T right up here. So then everything will be fed after the monitor, so that anything inside my house that leaks will send a notification to my phone. Okay guys, I got some pipe dope. and Teflon that I'm going to use to install this with. Now when using this Teflon, I've had people think that you can only put one wrap around it, but that's not the case. You can actually put more. So this actually comes with some Teflon, but I got this style that I like, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to go around probably 4 or 5 times with the tape, so I get plenty inside those threads. And then what I'm going to do is I got a 1-inch adapter for PEX right here. Snug that up. You don't got to crank on it too hard. Just go ahead and snug it up. And now I'm set for 1-inch PEX. Alright, the one thing I didn't talk to you guys about is when you're putting on that tape, just make sure you go in the same direction your fitting's going to tighten on. Righty-tighty. And then your tape will stay in the threads better because it's going the same direction as the fitting that you're tightening on. The other thing you need to look at really close is, as you can see, this has an inlet port, okay, and an outlet. Just double check and make sure when you're putting this in that this is coming up from your water feed and then go into your house. Alright, make sure you put it in right so you don't have any issues. Like always, guys, the first thing we do when we're working on our water is to make sure our water's off. And now we can go drain down the pressure in a sink. Alright, so when you go to cut off these lines, there's definitely still going to be some water in them. I've drained down a downstairs sink, but there's still a bunch of lines dropping into the mechanical room that are full of water. So you're definitely going to have some water in those pipes. I got a bucket here, so I can try and catch it. I'm going to cut it pretty close to this T right here. Not a ton, but just a little bit. Enough that you got to prepare for it. If you're right by your drain, it might not be a big issue. My drain's not too far away, but I do have a shower on the back side of that wall that I don't want the water to get under. So I'm just catching it in a bucket so it doesn't splatter everywhere. The one thing you might want to check is make sure that I'm going to shut off this ball valve on top of my water heater. That way it doesn't siphon back my water heater. Okay, now the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to put this too low if I put it clear down here, my handle is, when I go to turn on my water, it's going to hit that. I can't show you right now because my line's cut and I'd get sprayed, but just trust me, if you go down too low there, you're going to hit your handle. Alright, there you have it, guys. It's up above my main shutoff. I came up, I put my monitor here. Then I went up and fed my house. And this line comes down and feeds my outside tap. Alright, so I got a plug-in right above my Frizzlife. And I'm going to plug it in and get that thing set up. If you don't have an outlet close, you might have to get a small extension cord and get power to it. But clearly this thing has a battery in it of some sort because it's been beeping at me. So if the power goes out, it's still going to work.
Don't worry guys, I'll drop a link below this video that has detailed instructions on how to set up the Wi-Fi. Alright guys, now that I have the Frizzlife connected to the Wi-Fi at my house, I want to run a couple tests. And the first one was I left a faucet on to see if it would send me a signal or a warning saying that there was a leak, and it did. It actually told me how many gallons was leaking out and everything. The other cool thing about this is inside the app, it'll tell you how many gallons your home is using. My family's used 191 gallons today. So now what I want to do is I want to pretend like I'm at work. I just got that leak detection, and I want to see if this app will actually shut off the water if there's a leak. So I'm going to shut it off right here. I just turned it off. That took about 15 seconds for the water to shut off. Now I'm going to turn it back on inside the app. Well guys, there you have it. The Frizzlife definitely works. And I was able to use the app to shut the water off and stop the leak inside my house. Now you guys are out there thinking right now, hey, do I really need one of these things? I'm not going to tell you one way or the other, but I will tell you that this isn't just a purchase you make on a whim. This is an investment on the safety of your home. Don't be like those people that I told you about a little bit earlier that came home from vacation to a massive leak in their house. You don't want to be that person. If you want to learn more about Frizzlife, I'm going to leave a link right down here so you can check them out. And I hope this video helps you out, and I appreciate you watching Wrench Warriors DIY.